The first program of the Excellent Days of Winetown was held on the last Saturday of Advent in Budafok. Despite the cold weather and heavy snow, both adults and children found programs to their liking. For elevating the cold, visitors were greeted with mulled wine and tea and with gastronomic specialties in artisan products in the fair of the courtyard of the Záborsky cellar. As the owner of the title, Town of the Wine and Sparkling Wine, Budafok waits for interested visitors with more and more programs related to wine culture. As part of the project to be implemented from EU sources of 300 million Hungarian florins, a tourism and cultural center will be established until July 2011 in the units of the Záborsky cellar not yet used. Children could participate in artisan activity where they could make delicious honey cake. At the courtyard of the cellar, students of the primary and German ethnic minority school of Árpád Street decorated the Christmas tree with ornaments prepared by them. Mayor Attila Szabolcs made a speech at the opening ceremony. The exhibition of sculptor Tünde Kutasi was on display at the first stage of the program series. There can be no Advent without pastoral. This was the case now as well.
Ember ennyit nem lódít, mint te! Te, szedd össze magad, aztán hunny az ingedbe!
Local wine growers also offered their wines on the courtyard. Citing the atmosphere of the Christmas suppers, fish soup was also prepared late afternoon. The carnival period lasts from Epiphany to Ash Wednesday. Its peak is the carnival, which is usually called the tail of the carnival. A wide variety of programs received those visitors in the Záborsky cellar who could have liked to have a good meal or drink. This was only the beginning. This time, the organizers laid special emphasis on cloudless entertainment. Everything was about revelry. There is no carnival without costumes. Competition was announced in 2 categories, in the group of young and old people. At the fancy dress competition, the members of the club of elderly of the Nagytétén Civil Club waited their own appearance with more excitement than the children. There were some who could not keep their seat anymore. Among children, the Small Mermaid received the first prize, whereas among adults, the pair christened by the panel of judges as the crippled roll could stand at the imaginary top of the podium. People looking for the entertainment were spoiled with gastronomic specialties, fine wines and gourmet bites, and among others with cheeses, bread scones, and naturally with carnival donuts. The designs of the cellar renovation, project to be implemented from EU funds, were completed. A Skansen, outdoor village museum like Wine Street will be established, which will display 10 wine regions of Hungary with the cellar facade characteristics for the individual regions. Moreover, by establishing a winery museum, they would like to show the profession to the visitors, similarly to the related carver, cooper, and shipbuilding trades as well. Taking the Bible as the basis, the walk to Emmaus, which has great tradition, was recalled 2 years ago in Budafok. It was held this year as well, on the 3rd event of the program series of the Excellent Days of the Winetown. The Záborsky and the Debreceni Ferenci wineries waited with open doors the people intending to relax. Vivifying traditions. Take Talareva Fabian, a settler from Bukovina, currently divided between Romania and Ukraine, enchanted the audience. Visiting the neighboring cellar is part of the walk to Emmaus. Thus, after the concert of Besodrom, people looking for entertainment walk from the Záborsky cellar to the Debreceni Ferenci cellar, where the Dispatzen band from Pilisvörösvár was on stage, who managed to have the audience dance. The organizers of the program series of the Excellent Days of the Vinetown made an effort to recall the celebration of ship millers. The modern version of the celebration, with great traditions in Budafok and Tétény, won up the children and adults as well. Ship millers played an important role in Budafok and Tétény. They even had a guild from the start of the 19th century. They had the annual joint celebration on 16th of May, the day of St. John's Nepomuk, the day of their patron saint, to which several customs were connected as well. At the celebration of ship millers, pastry naturally played the leading role. Visitors could appease their hunger with scones, pancakes, and chimney cakes. The throat of the visitors did not remain dry either. Children could drink homemade syrups, whereas adults could have wine. In line with the traditions, the Excellent Days of Vinetown waited the audience with several on-stage productions. Thus, for example, with the concerts of Fruzsina Kovácsovics, who became known from the TV competition A Star is Born.
Üzenetet küld a hangom, és szeretetet szül, ha alszol, és puha takarót, ha fázol. Azt üzenem, hogy újra élek, ha hangjaimon átzenélek. Mi szeretetet ad, ha nincsen, nem is akad nagyobb kincsem, hadd át, éld át.
The traditional exhibition of László Mészáros, Fine Art Association related to the Champagne and Wine Festival, titled A Cellar Full of History, A Cellar Full of Culture, was opened. This year, the interested visitors could view the work of 22 artists in the Záborski cellar. The exhibition was opened by Zoltán Németh, MP of Budafok Tétény, who also opened the exhibition of the Museum of Hungarian Agriculture, which was entitled The Exhibition of Wine Presses of the Historical Wine Regions of Hungary. Dr. György Fehér, General Director of the museum, was present as well. With him, we sat on the reduced copy of the chairs on which Franz Joseph sat upon opening at the museum in 1907. The cellar is an ideal place for portrait statue of Sándor Rácz, born 150 years ago, which was inaugurated at the event. It is the work of sculptor Dr. József Hajas. In one of the branches of the wine cellar, the walls are decorated by wine labels that were collected from various wine regions of the country from the 19th century. The day was closed with concerts, among others, György Ferenci and the Rakajam were on stage.
Nem mondom meg, ha megmondom, rám ismernek, pedig ha rám ismernének, legalább ismerkednének.
The last phase of the program series of the Excellent Days of the Vinetown of almost 1.5 years has arrived. The dream has become reality, the Vinetown has been completed, the official ceremony of handing over was held in the Záborski cellar. The large-scale investment project has been implemented with EU support of almost 300 million Hungarian forints. Visitors can have a spectacle unique in Hungary. 10 famous wine regions of the country and the facade of the cellar's characteristics for the regions were established in a wine street formed in a skansen-like way. Children also find their entertainment in the form of various games. Professions related to wine culture, such as cooper, ship's carpenter and carver, were introduced as well. In his speech at the opening ceremony, Mayor Attila Szabolcs emphasized that the trust that the place will attract not only the residents of the district, but there will be visitors from the whole country, indeed from other countries as well. MP Zoltán Németh praised the unique conditions of the cellar system. He pointed out that it is important to appreciate the values of the past that were left to us by our ancestors, and we have to hand these down further and show these to others. Dr. Balázs Feledi, chairman of the Public Foundation of Fine Art and Applied Art for the Culture of the 22nd District, expressed hope that the touring spectacles handed over can help the wine culture, and fine art and applied art became closer to each other, and so on. In his opening speech, Imre Békési, who dreamed up the idea, said that supporting wine tourism is a possibility and at the same time obligation of Budafok, referring to the cellular system of 120 kilometers of length. At the opening event, the visitors could admire the artistically carved cast bottoms, which were presented by local historian László Garbóci.